Hi, I'm Christian Brindle with Christian Brindle Insurance Services.
And I'm Glenn Shelton with Lead Heroes and Hire Heroes.
And this is Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Let's talk about insurance. This is a show all about growing your business as an insurance agent and bringing you up-to-date marketing trends. We have great guests.
We have sales experts. We'll talk about all things pertaining to senior insurance and other lines of insurance. We're trying to help you grow your business, and we are excited that you are here to watch our content.
If you enjoy this episode, make sure to like the episode, subscribe to any platform that you enjoy to listen on, make sure to leave a 5-star review if it allows it, and we'll see you on the episode.
We'll see you in there.
This video is brought to you by none other than Hire Heroes, you guys. Hire Heroes is your one-stop shop when it comes to virtual staffing and making sure that you have qualified talent with your business. One thing that I love about Hire Heroes, you guys, is they've actually gone through the process already of vetting and making sure that your staff member is well trained to best fit your needs. Whether you need help with social media work, posting things on your accounts, responding to people that send messages to your social media accounts, whether you need help with data entry or a multitude of other things that they're qualified to do, Hire Heroes has got you covered. If you're having trouble finding quality talent and number 2, affording to be able to run payroll for that talent, Hire Heroes has got you covered with an affordable alternative to have a virtual assistant working for your business. There's a link down in the description of this video to where you can learn more about getting your own VA through Hire Heroes. I certainly recommend it. They're what we use in our business for all of our virtual assistant needs, and you will want to make sure that you check them out today.
Okay.
We're live, man. It says rotate your phone.
It says rotate your phone. Okay, it's good. All right.
People at home, if you're watching from the
If we are completely rectangular.
Yes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Taco Tuesday. Let's talk about insurance.
Let's talk about insurance.
We are live.
We have an audience tonight, you guys.
We are live at this. We're live at the Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit, the last Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit, because it is next year 7-figure Medicare Agent. That's true.
Last one of the year.
That's correct.
Christian, by the way, tell us what's going on for next year's Six-Figure Medicare, it's 7-figure.
The Six-Figure Medicare Agent Summit is no more. It is
right.
the 7-figure Medicare Agent
It's being
Summit.
retired. So the 7-figure Medicare Agent Summit, which is happening next year. Where is that happening?
It is happening in none other than Savannah, Georgia, at the Westin Hotel. It's beautiful. The city is beautiful. I'm excited about it. And we're going East Coast.
All right.
East Coast, baby. Yeah, let's go. East Coast.
East Coast.
I'm excited. I'm excited for more people. I would love to have 1,000 people at the 7-figure Medicare.
Nobody else wants
100,000.
that.
100. We're gonna scale this to 100,000.
I've heard feedback. Nobody wants that except for you.
I just want to share the great experience with everybody. This has been an awesome event this year.
It has. I think we have a couple of people we need to acknowledge.
Some shout outs.
Like we've done a lot of acknowledgments, but I think it's only fair we do some more on the official platform of Taco Tuesday. To me, I feel like we need to acknowledge the speakers.
Yes.
Right? The speakers did
the MC.
The MC, Tony Merwin. My team.
Yes, your team's been incredible.
Incredible. The sponsors, which made this event happen.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And everybody bought a ticket and took time out of their life to come out to Salt Lake City.
Absolutely.
And experience this event.
Absolutely. It was incredible.
Tell me your thoughts. Like, what would your recap be? Right? Coming from Oregon.
Well, okay, so this is one thing I'll say. So I was talking to a newer agent earlier tonight. I was talking to an agent who had only been licensed for a couple months.
Yeah.
Who was here tonight at the event. And the first thing that I felt, you guys, is I was jealous that a new agent got to come to an event like this and to hear from the speakers that they heard from, network with the people who came to this event. If I was a brand new agent and I got to go to an event like this, I'd probably be worth like $100 million right now.
Right.
But that opportunity didn't exist 10 years ago.
You would be the CEO of eHealth.
I would probably own United Healthcare.
We're going to have to edit that part out. Christian Brindle's contract has been pulled. So, for me, right, this is the last thing that's happening for the event.
This is the end of the end.
Right? So, we're at an amazing venue.
We're looking at the mountain. You guys can't see, but we got a mountain view.
Trust me, it's beautiful. Believe me, it's the best.
It's the most beautiful.
We can flip it around, show you. Very good.
We will. At some point, we'll let you guys see the mountains, but right now they're just for us.
We're gonna have to wait a little while. We're
on a rooftop.
We
have a rooftop. This is a Taco Tuesday sponsored VIP party for those who bought gold tickets or who were speakers.
Brought to you by Taco Tuesday and Lead Heroes.
And Hire Heroes.
That's
correct. Christian, what should we... Beyond the event, I know it's easy to talk about the event because we're literally here sitting at the event, but beyond the event, in the insurance world, what's going on specifically? What's going on in the insurance world right now? Okay, here's something that happened at the event that I think is worth talking about. Shout out to Kim Patterson.
Amen.
Shout out to Kim Patterson, absolute stellar compliance officer for Agent Pipeline.
Yes.
I was blown away that someone who spends a full-time career... Hey, it's Josh Lustig! Josh, what are you doing, man? Everybody clap for Josh!
The one and only Josh Lustig.
Josh Lustig, a.k.a. the godfather of Idaho County. To get back to what I was saying. So Kim Patterson, you guys, if you don't know who she is, she's the compliance officer for Agent Pipeline. She had an incredible presentation at the Six Figure Summit this year. And she literally created a presentation for everyone who came, and she's standing on stage and she's saying, sorry you guys, this information has already become old. It's expired. That blew my mind, honestly.
Absolutely.
Like, what are we... How are you supposed to write Medicare if CMS is changing things that fast, you know?
You gonna do it?
Yes.
Are we gonna do it?
Oh, what is this?
And now we have a Congo line coming behind the show.
Here it comes.
All right, so Ron Ray.
This is Taco Tuesday history right here.
This was your first six-figure Medicare agent summit. Yes. Can you give us a little bit of a recap?
Yeah, so it's a great conference. I'll tell you what. It's a little weird. I think Austin might be a good choice for you for next time.
Rob, you were awesome on stage.
Well, thank you.
Filling in my second, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was fun.
The hero.
Good. Oh, careful. You said that too soon. I might have just killed somebody. So that was fun. Great crowd, great people. Nice sized event. So not too big, not too small. Enough to be able to get to meet everybody and talk to everybody that I want to talk to, and avoid the ones that I don't want to talk to. No, that's not true. I want to talk to everybody. And it's something you just can't do at giant.
It's true.
Giant events.
Yeah.
And those are very valuable too. But this is the kind of intimate environment that I personally thrive in.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you inviting me and having me speak.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate.
Can't wait for next year.
Yeah.
Savannah's gonna be great.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's early enough. It's not gonna be too hot.
Yeah.
Gonna be good right there.
Perfect.
I struggle with, I love exactly what you just said. I struggle with wanting to scale that, but you can't scale something that's, intimately smaller than other events.
It loses something.
Yeah.
You know, it turns into a different type of event.
100%.
Not worse, just a different type of event.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the best events that I've been to that I have the most personal gain out of are small. You know, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people.
Right. Like a mastermind.
Like a mastermind is a perfect example.
Yeah.
And giant events, like 500 or more, have a different vibe. They have different values.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I like them too, but I really did enjoy this, and kudos to you, Christian, for putting it on and continuing doing it again next year, and wish you all the best.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ron, for anybody that's watching at home, right through the live stream, Ron was literally the hero.
He really was.
We were down to speaker, found out the
That's
day of the
coming
event.
from lead heroes. We have a real hero right here. You go.
And Ron stepped up, and he was, like absolutely anything I can do to help, and brought a great presentation, great value, and I appreciate you.
Anytime.
You're the man.
All right.
You're the man.
Thank you, Ron.
Even though I ripped on the foreign call center people.
Yeah. So I don't take that personally.
That's been my pitch for a long time. Is, hey, I'm your service guy. You don't have to call an 800 number and talk to somebody in some foreign country, but because they don't all work for Glen Shelton.
That's right. I'm just a small guppy in this sea of foreign call centers.
They're not all heroes.
That's right. Exactly.
I'll do that for you.
I appreciate that, Ron.
Right. Hey, y'all, take care. Good job.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ron.
Ron Ray, everybody.
Ron Ray, everybody.
Hey, by the way, what did you think of the Congo line there?
The Congo line was stellar.
Appreciate shout out to the Congo line, everybody. Let's go. Yes, I loved it.
I believe we should bring somebody up in here.
Yeah, let's get someone else up here.
We need a third chair. We need a third chair, like right here. That's what we need. Who should we bring up? Who are you pointing at?
There's a lot of people.
Brother Weller?
Josh Young. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, Josh Young. Come up, bring the chair out. Come sit. Right here in the middle, my man.
All right, so Josh Young.
Okay, hey, here's one thing I want to clear the air on really fast. I heard top producer for 47 carrier? Is that real? What's going on?
I didn't know there was 47 carriers.
People are exaggerating. What it was this year, I was Humana ambassador, I was Aetna lead front runner, I was Cigna 5-star producer, and platinum producer with United in 1 year.
That's still, comparatively to the thing that blows me away, I guess, is the work ethic. Yeah, anybody can get an insurance license, right? Essentially.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close, right? So the fact,
small barrier to entry,
right? To see the work ethic, I respect the hell out of that, because everything, like what you were saying on stage, when you were talking about everything you gave up the video games, you gave up, a lot of your free time. You mentioned several different things. What all did you give up to really become a top producer?
Well, every other hobby I had except for this. I love what I do, but you have to make a sacrifice in the beginning of what do I want more of, and it became really simple. I guess for me, my background, I've got technically 3 felonies, and I technically shouldn't be licensed.
Hold it closer.
So
hold the mic closer.
Here, you can hold it. You hold it. Take it.
So yeah, I'm my background. I made a lot of mistakes in my early 20s, and so for me, the Eminem song where you have one shot, one opportunity,
not the opportunity to blow.
For me, that was there is no other shot. And so for me, I took it as serious as it was. Once I got a taste of the money, because I got licensed in 2016. And the only purpose of that was I was training and mentoring agents under my FMO. But people would look at me and go, "You've never done it. Why should I listen to you?" And so I was just getting a license for that part because I didn't think I would be able to get contracted because I couldn't clear background checks and all that.
Would you say that getting a second chance, was that something that fueled your work ethic? Like is that where some of this came from? You felt like you're like, man, this is my second chance.
No, I would love to say that it was that like movie script type of story.
Right.
I've just always had a grind mentality, maybe an obsession problem, addictive personality problem.
Sure. I can relate.
I've been addicted to gambling. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been addicted to basketball. So my basketball was my first addiction.
Okay.
Where I've put more time into basketball than anything. So that's what taught me incremental growth. That's what taught me productivity is separated by work ethic. One of my first coaches told me that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Boom.
But to me, the end of that sentence is, but you're screwed if talent works hard.
Yeah.
And so I tried to just embody that. But no, but my work ethic comes from just that fear that any day they could take it away.
Yeah.
Any day they could say they could pass a law. Any day they could take my license away for something. So yeah, it's more of an opportunity thing for me. I love it.
So here, last question I got for you, Josh, because I want to get Joanna on here. I don't want to keep her standing forever. But so I feel like a lot of guys that get to the place you're at, when they get to the place that I'm at right now, for me, like the theme of this event was Dare to be Great. What does that mean to you?
Wow, Dare to be Great. Great for me now has changed. My greatness now is the impact I can have on others. For the first 3-4 years is how can I be greater than everybody in the room? And my goals have changed from wanting to be the top agent in the country to being the top agent developer in the country. So that's probably the biggest transition. So for me, being great now is I had 2 rookies last year that did over 180 apps each. One of them was number 6 in Humana for AEP in Colorado. So those are the things I'm more proud of now is the success I'm giving. And that lady, her name's Lori, so if you're watching, shout out to Lori. But it was probably the best news I got this year is when she came to me after AEP money hit, and she said, I was going to have to refinance my dream cabin land that I had bought, but instead I paid it all off in cash from one AEP.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom. That's the opportunity. That's the opportunity.
She wasn't done. She said, and my daughter's getting married, and we got to go dress shopping, and I didn't have to look at price tags for the first time.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's huge.
Yeah.
When money doesn't become a stress, that can change someone's life. Right? It's not about being rich at that point, but being able to not look at price tags when wedding dress shop. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I had a great wedding dress.
Yeah.
You sure did.
My wife had to pay for her own engagement.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same. My wife did too.
So
Yeah.
last year when I bought her a new one, it was a good thing. So.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the value you shared
Thank you,
today.
Josh. Thanks for speaking.
And thank you
today,
for
too.
being here.
Yeah. We loved it.
You are a rock star, superstar,
100%.
whatever term that somebody can throw out. And
Appreciate that.
we appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll be back. Although next year, my anniversary is the 6th of June, so I'm gonna try to pull some strings, but I don't know
That's
if
what's
I
up.
can pull off the
understand.
9th, 10th.
What if if you need to get the nicest suite he can get at
I'm
the
gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. But Joanna, come on in. I don't want to take
All
your
right,
thunder.
all right. We're going to bring up Joanna Wyckoff,
Well, it sucks going after him.
Medicare Mentors, Top Flight Insurance Solutions.
Fucking love you, Joanna.
Insurance ladies. What else?
Yeah, that's about it. Well, no, I have a retail group too. Yeah.
A Taco Tuesday first. I'm gonna see if I can order a drink while we're on the podcast. Can I get an old fashioned? Is that? Anybody else? He's up.
I'm good.
You're good, Joanna?
I got my.
Okay, we're good. Just me, I gotta say.
I have this
Look
neat
at that.
Indian thing.
Joanna Wyckoff, everybody. Welcome. We are live we have an audience. We're live on Facebook. What's going on? What's the latest? Give us the goods.
So, can I announce?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. So, I've had a Facebook group for over 5 years now, Medicare Mentors, and somebody copied my M, and then somebody trademarked the actual...
Shots fired?
What? and then somebody had trademarked, they didn't get to trademark the name exactly, but I wanted to be intentional with our growth. When we created these Facebook groups years ago, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know that they were going to grow up and become...
Imagine at the start of all of this, if someone said, "Hey, there's going to be trademark battle." Could you even imagine that?
That never would have entered my mind. So, can I add some context?
Yeah.
I started Six Figure Medicare Agent because I felt like I was stepping on people's toes, like you, that had groups already. So I wanted a place that I could post my trainings and not feel like a douche.
Yes.
Because I was like...
He was tired of asking me for permission to share his YouTube.
I didn't want to be that guy. And so that's literally how the group started. I never imagined it would become what it is.
I never imagined that my insurance ladies group would have 7,300 insurance ladies in it and still growing, So what I did, Christian... Thank you, Zach. So what I did was I decided to make it official and turn Medicare Mentors into a business. So we came to LLC earlier this week, Medicare Mentors Media.
Congratulations.
LLC, thank you.
I love it.
And we're going to be more intentional with our actions, and that's the key word we're going to do is be more intentional. Because before, we were just winging it, right?
Right.
We really just winged it. We didn't know what we were doing with our group.
Sure.
We were like, hey, let's do a Facebook Live.
Yeah, we're just posting something.
Hey, let's do a Taco Tuesday. Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
let's do COVID Zoom, 92%.
Yeah, 92%.
Nation.
Hey, shout out to 92% if you're out there, you're watching live at home right now.
I don't know how many of you have survived the last 3 years.
Right.
How many agents were on those Zooms that aren't in the business anymore? Kind of makes me sad.
And we tried to help so many. We were doing free live trainings to learn and teach telesales. I remember that was one of Joe Chichola's and my passion. We were like, hey, we have a skill to
Talk more into the mic.
we have a skill to sell over the phone. Let's teach it to all these agents who just got kicked out of the house. And we were teaching in the middle of COVID, everybody's agent, not just our owner.
I was doing more live streams back then than I can remember. Like, I was live streaming myself calling leads, and like anything you can imagine, like things I would never do today. Because what if I get rejected? What if I look bad?
Joanna, we're going down memory lane right now, you guys. Back to the pandemic. Were you on the live stream? And Tony, you should be here right now, Tony. You already left, which is technically leaving before the summit's over. So shame on you, Tony.
What an MC!
Yeah, shame on the MC, Tony. We're just kidding. We love you, Tony. But there was a cocktail party Zoom. I know Christian was there.
I was on host to them.
The one where the agent got ambushed over telesales.
I don't remember that.
I don't know. It was a smaller group. I don't know. Okay, Christian's going to go.
Okay, so here's the story. I think you were there.
Okay. Maybe I was oblivious.
Agent comes on. We're in the middle of COVID. Everybody
Cheers, by the way.
is
Cheers.
hot
Cheers.
on telesales.
Yeah.
Because
Cheers at home.
it's what you need to do at this time
Yes.
to survive.
Yep.
So what happens? This agent gets on.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the name, but she gets on, and she's pretty new, and she's talking about how she still wants to do face-to-face because she's more comfortable with that.
Okay.
Tony is plastered.
Never.
Tony lays into her like I've never seen anyone lay
Would
into
an
her.
80-year-old help that risk?
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't.
That's a
What
really
did he?
selfish.
What did he say specifically? Do you remember?
Tony, I'm sorry for recounting this. It was specifically, the conversation was telesales versus face-to-face sales, okay? And yes, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but beyond that, the argument is that telesales is more efficient, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
No. So, I'm not trying to be combative with this agent, but I am voicing my opinion. Telesales, I do believe, is more efficient. But then Tony went in, took a couple strong jabs at the same thing. All of a sudden, there was like 4 of us though. And then that agent just logged out. Just logged out. They were like, oh.
And she left.
And then we all felt guilty.
She left Six Figure. I felt terrible.
She left the group?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
I sent her a private message apologizing because I wasn't helping.
Right.
I was drunk.
Yeah. Was it 2 a.m., Tony?
And
it was 2 a.m. It was 3 a.m., Tony. It was 3 a.m., Tony.
And 2020 Christian was not as evolved as 2023.
2020 Christian and Joanna were not as polished.
I was going to say, 2020 Christian was like sandpaper, essentially. Now he's soft and smooth. Look at this. Soft and smooth. He's learning. He's learning, you guys.
So back then, though, there was a lot of life agents who were coached by their uplines and IMOs that even if it was illegal by that state or county to go into this sale, they were saying they were an essential employee. They were trying to pose as an essential employee. And they said, well, if I bring my own lawn chair and I'm 6 feet away, it's still legal and I don't know how to close over the phone. And I said, you're making a good excuse for anything.
100%.
We can convince ourselves of anything. I used to convince myself that I couldn't do something. I told myself I couldn't do telesales for so long. I told myself I wasn't a tech girl,
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
You're right.
Right?
Right.
Mic drop. No, I'm just gonna make up mic.
They're gonna need a crane to take me out of here. Oh my God. So I wanna be respectful of your time.
Yes.
You have a lot of people to see.
Yes.
I have a fan club here.
You really do.
So
Shout out to Medicare Mentors, by the way, you guys.
2-part question.
Okay.
Number 1,
Yeah.
what is a recap of the event?
Okay.
And number 2, what does Dare to Be Great mean to you?
Okay.
Got it.
Recap of the event. Man, we had so many speakers, and I had so many agents here. I think I had the largest group of anybody, except maybe Christian.
We had a lot.
But we learned so much. Joe and Alan taught me a lot of things. Like I would pay $5,000 for what she taught, right? I even learned things from Becky Rill, Like I think that you can find value in a lot of people, even if they have lesser time in the business than you. I think you can find value in anybody that's here. Like, I've talked to so many agents, and Faith, shout out to Faith, she reminded me of something. She told me, she's like, Joanna, why are you trying to trade? I was talking to her about my end review.
Yeah.
I said, well, my grandma doesn't have any work to do today because I'm a bad mentor, bad boss, and I didn't have any time to train her on how to do something. She said, Joanna, every time you do something, you should have your Scribe app open, and your Scribe copies everything you do. I said, I do use Scribe, and thank you for reminding me to use my damn Scribe. But even that was like a good reminder, we just learned so much. And we learned so much about even these parties. We're all been collaborating and everything. We've all been sharing ideas. I sat next to Cameron Gardini, and he taught me that I could use a voice AI chatbot to do my videos. And I was just like, mind blown. By the way, that's called 11 Lab. And that was amazing. And Dare to Be Great. So, to me, I think that a lot of times we put this big list on us. I want to do this, and this, and this. And it's hard to do it all. It's hard to do it all. I feel like Ursula with 8 tentacles and different things. Right? I'm trying to
Shout out to Little Mermaid, everybody.
My wife's favorite movie.
My key word is be intentional.
Yes.
Be intentional.
Oh!
That's the JoJo fan club.
Wow! Guys, at first on Taco Tuesday, our guest is getting chanted as she's getting ready to exit. Joanna, we really appreciate you coming on Taco Tuesday live. Thank you so much. Again, cheers. What an event. Thank you for speaking.
Thank you.
Incredible. Hey, cheers at home, you guys, if you're joining us live from the Facebook
You
group.
can't get value like that anywhere else.
Guys,
I have another requested
hang on.
guest.
Before you request another guest.
I don't want them to walk away.
I know, but before you request I'd like to request the Congo line again. I love the Congo line. Can we summon the Congo line? Taco Tuesday needs you.
Glenn Shelton wants the Congo line.
Congo line.
I'm not saying I do.
Congo
Glenn
line.
Shelton
It's
does.
forming, everybody. Andrew Lee. Congo line needs you. Everybody, the Congo line.
So,
What do you think the live stream is like for people at home?
so I would like to bring up.
Yeah, who's after the Congo line?
I would like to bring up Andrew Lee.
I'd like to as well. Congo line first, though. Andrew Lee, get that Congo
Andrew
line
Lee.
going. There it comes.
There you go. There it goes.
There it comes. Everybody follow Andrew Lee. Oh, here he goes.
Oh my gosh.
There it
What
comes.
is going on right now?
Taco Tuesday.
Tequila.
Taco Tuesday Congo line, guys. Only a Taco Tuesday live.
Tequila.
Hey!
Andrew Lee.
Andrew Lee, you're up, buddy. Come on up. Welcome
Sit
to
right
Taco
here.
Tuesday
Sit
Live.
right here.
Guys, if you're just tuning in at home, we're at the Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit. in
We're
Salt
at the
Lake
Taco
City.
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday
Welcome
VIP event. Andrew
Yes.
Lee, welcome.
Andrew
What's
Lee.
up? Hey, we're going to give you a mic now. You need to talk directly into the microphone so everybody can hear you.
Let's do it.
Andrew Lee,
What's up?
what's going on, buddy?
I'm chilling, man. We're in the mountains, in a studio of some sort. I don't know what this place
Isn't it,
is.
is it not wild? Like, we're sitting here, we're live, we're in
Yeah.
the Facebook group live, and we're looking at the mountains. We've got an audience here.
Oh yeah. Nobody.
Zach?
Yeah. Nobody's watching.
So tell
Nobody's watching.
I'm watching the mountains. They're watching me.
everybody's watching.
All right.
Everybody's watching.
I actually want to know how many people are watching.
Yeah, Chuck, tell us about the live count. Andrew, tell us about the event though. Like, from your point of view, what do you think about the event? I also like to ask people who were at the first event, which I know you were, how do you feel like this compared to the first Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit?
I like this one better. I mean, anything is better, year to year. Last year was, I mean, you just put it together, You're like, I had a thought, I had an idea, and you execute, boom. Now you had another full year to think about it for the second one. More money, just more parties, more people, more education, more content, diversified content, and of course networking. That's never going to go. That's never going to go.
I'm going to ask one more question. I'm going to pass the microphone to my co-host here. Tell me about the market in California. You're a California Medicare insurance agent, right?
Yes.
You do ACA too, right?
California ACA Master.
A California health insurance agent master. If we've got someone listening to the replay, or maybe they're watching live at home right now, what is something that the California market separates from the rest of the world?
Well, yeah, that's a great question.
I know it's a whole different world in California, right?
It is. So that's actually a great question. So if you're an ACA, we have our own state exchange. It's not FFM where everybody's getting AOR sniped and there's an epidemic going on.
AOR sniped.
People stealing each other's business with just like, a birthday and a name. No, we have to do like a two-step authentication where you have to give us a code for us to be like the AOR. So we don't have nothing going on like that. So state exchange is great. See you, Josh Owens. And for Medicare, we have the highest commissions for MAPD.
It's a fact, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Higher Medicare Advantage commission.
Right.
Great products.
Right.
A ton of beneficiaries that need help.
Preach.
And a need for a true California leader like you.
Yes. I think so. And again, Californians, we gotta be organized because a lot of, if you guys are in California, you guys know what I'm talking about. We're all lone wolves out there. Everybody's pretty much doing their own thing, and so you definitely want to have some kind of alliance in California. I do have a group on Facebook, California Insurance Agents Group.
Everybody should join it.
Where everybody's welcome to. If you're a annuity agent, if you're a PNC agent, your life agent, your disability agent.
What about those damn annuity agents? What do you think?
The damn annuity agents are welcome. I love you.
Let them in. Let them in.
So what if somebody's in Maryland?
If they're in Maryland, what about them?
Are they welcome?
If you have a non-producer license and you're actively selling and you're not going to talk about Maryland, then yes. But we primarily want to talk about California things because we're our own country.
California.
We're the 7th biggest economy in the world.
It's amazing.
So I have a question specifically for you, right? Like,
where my California people at? Where my California people at?
Let's hear
Down the pool.
California.
Where my California people at? Room.
Hey, there's a few of them.
Where my California people at?
There's a few of them here. There's a few.
Josh Lustig lived in Sacramento for 6 months. He's
a
in
California agent?
Josh is from California.
Josh is from California. He's officially got his California card.
He's shaking his head. He's saying no.
He says no, I say yes.
So okay, you're a guy that sold a lot of insurance in your day.
A lot.
Right? Like, top producer, written a lot of policies, thousands.
I'm blushing, but I think it's alcohol.
What do you think an agent, like if you could pick one thing that's going to stand out the most for an agent to help them be an agent that's capable of writing thousands of policies, what do you think it would be?
Yeah. Like what product or what mindset?
Either. Whatever you prefer.
Oh.
Stick with one thing, be a one-trick pony, and do that till you drop.
Yeah.
Scale that out. Don't stretch yourself out, because in California, so many distractions with different products and situations like where you can't sell a certain thing, blah blah. Pick something that works. If it works, keep doing it, scale it.
So would you say there's a lot of entanglements in California?
Whatever you mean by that, yeah. Yes.
I wanted to ask you.
Yes. Give him that.
I wanted to ask you a couple of final questions for you.
Yes.
I know you want to mingle. I know you're a social butterfly.
I like talking to you guys.
Tell me a little bit about recap of the event, but then in addition to that, Dare to be Great, which is the slogan for this year. What does that mean to you?
Dare to be great? It's a dare. It's a choice to be great, right? You can be great. You don't have to be great. I choose to be great. But you can't just say I'm going to be great. There has to be some kind of accountability, a gun to your head, a dare to be great, right? So you have to really, really put things on the line, sacrifice. Everybody has successful sacrificed. And, if Christian Brindle dares you to be great, you better be great.
Boom.
Andrew Lee, everybody.
Dude, I love you. Thank you.
too.
Thank you for the bombs. And thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I'm going to take the microphone from you. Andrew Lee's encroaching on my relationship with Christian, so we need to get him out of here, you guys.
But
we'll have another guest here soon. Andrew Lee, thank you so much for coming on Taco Tuesday Live. I have another guest I'd like to call on. All right, I feel like a king out here because I feel like no matter whose name I say, it's almost like they have to.
You are a kingmaker, and one might say.
This is the king. This is the throne. By the way, what was the number when you looked at the live stream count for the viewers who might?
I don't want to say it.
Okay, don't say it. It's a surprise number.
I'm not sure how much they can hear us.
Yeah, it might be a horrible audio, but here's the good news, you guys. I have a physical recording going on right now.
That's good.
We will upload the physical recording after this, so that way you'll probably hear everybody a lot better. I kind of had the intuition, being as intelligent as I am, I had the intuition that might happen. So we will get you guys clean audio if you're having a hard time hearing at home. I do have a certain person in the audience that I'd like to call up.
Is it who I'm thinking of?
Oh, I think we're linked up on this. Does it start with a J?
Yes.
Does it end with an L? Well, the last name starts with an L.
I was gonna say, I was like, no. Yes.
Joshua Lustig, you're being called up to Taco Tuesday
Please
live.
get Josh Lustig up there.
Come on up.
Hey,
Joshua
Lustig.
Guys, Joshua Lustig is about to approach the bench.
While he's on his way up here, while he's making the rounds, let me tell you something about Josh Lustig.
Yes, please do. Give us an intro.
So I'm going to tell a quick story while he's making his way up here. The first time I met Josh Lustig in person. Okay, so Josh is making
live podcast. I've also got
Josh is making a connecting flight to the first ever Medicare conference, formerly the Medicare Gurus Mastermind. He's connecting into Salt Lake City. I'm wearing a Humana mask. It's COVID time. It's COVID time. And I'm going to the bathroom, and Josh sees me, and he's like, that must be an agent. And he's like, who else could it be? Who else lives in Utah? And he sends me a text. I'm sitting on the toilet. And he's like, are you at the Salt Lake City airport? I'm like, yeah. And come out, we spend pretty much that whole day together, right?
Totally, yeah. I bet we talked for an hour before the flight.
You gotta get like right up into the mic.
Oh, okay. I bet we talked for like an hour before the flight even took off.
Yeah, and we spend that day together. Like we had shot a video or two together previously before that, but I was like, I really like this dude. That was what I walked away from that day feeling.
Well, likewise. Like we knew each other from online though. So I mean, like half the time you're here and you're like, where did I meet you at a past event? Did I meet you online? Like where the heck did I meet you? Did we meet here last year?
Yeah, we did. That was our first time. And by the way, you guys, I had a foosball match at a very, very late time. If you ask me, I would say I won, but I think Josh has a different thought on that.
I try to be a pretty humble guy about anything that I'm good at, but foosball's not one of those. I will wreck.
Yes, at foosball, it was I think we even did 2 out of 3, and I'm pretty sure Josh destroyed the Lead Heroes team.
I don't know. We should get on like a legitimate table.
I think we do. I think that might have to happen later tonight. Josh, I have a question for you though. Tell us about the Thrive event. I know that's a big thing that you're a part of, that you talked about today at the event. Anybody who's listening or watching, I'd love for them to get kind of a rundown on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, thanks for asking. The Thrive Seminar is something that there's a lot of different events, there's a lot of different values, and like I look at some of the events are like, how do I get a bunch of information about a variety of topics? And then there's other events that are like 2 or 3 topics, but you're really deep on those. And there's definitely different ways of doing things. My personal style is going really deep on a couple subjects. So we talk about just how to replicate what we've done in sales systems, marketing systems. We do a lot of webinars. A lot of people know that. So we go through our webinar process. And then something that's, I think, a little underrated that is all about just your own emotions and your own mindset and how to be a business owner. There's ups and downs. I talk to a lot of agents that are going through something very difficult, or they just had a business thing happen, or a personal thing happen. It's like when you have the right frameworks, the right mental frameworks to make good decisions, it just works better. So anyway, we're doing 2 days, and we have one in July, 11th and 12th, and then Christian and I are hosting one together September 18th and 19th in Omaha. So that'll be fun.
It's exciting. So I had the privilege of being able to attend a Thrive last year in, I believe, February.
Oh yeah, that was in Boise, right?
In Boise.
Yeah.
And I walked away so impressed. I learned a ton of things that I didn't know before. I kind of fancy myself as somebody that's fairly competent on online marketing and things like that.
You don't say.
And there were several things I walked away from
that I learned that I didn't know previously. I just was so impressed by the information you shared, whether anybody, basically, because at that event in particular, people got their money back for the ticket, which was crazy. But the event you shared, the information you shared was amazing, but your team did a phenomenal job. Everything was executed with perfection. It was just one of the best events I've had the pleasure to attend. And so, whether you guys are going to be at, in the vicinity, or your schedule lines up for the July event or the September event, I don't think you'll ever be disappointed at going to Thrive.
Hey, well, thank you. Come see us at Thrive September 18th and 19th. Christian and I will spend a couple days together with you, and there's only 50 people. I like to keep it more intimate nature, and my claim to fame is by day one, so at noon, day one.
There you go. Yeah.
I know everybody's name by heart, so I like that size of a crowd.
That's insane. So Christian told me about this. This was a private conversation I had with Christian, but he's like, Josh, do everyone by name? And I'm like, what are you saying? Like that's impossible. It's incredible. Do you have any tricks for that for people at home? Like, how do you remember everyone's name?
Yeah, I could go into that for a long time. I guess we have time here.
Yeah, we have all the time. Well, give us at least a quick.
The 30-second version of it.
Yeah, give us
most
a quick
people,
thing.
when you walk up and you say, "Hi, my name is Josh Lustig. What's your name?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm Glenn Shelton." Most people are thinking about what they're going to say next, and they don't even hear the name in the first place. That's what I was doing when I was
Guilty as charged.
The number one thing is people say, "Oh, I'm awful with names. Oh, I can't remember names."
Yeah.
Well, you just program your brain to literally hear a name, and your brain goes, "Names aren't important to me. I don't remember names, so don't remember this." That's the way your brain works.
Guilty as well.
So the first thing is just to say, I never forget a name. And if somebody gives me their, I never forget names. And so, great to meet you, Glenn. If you say that, the stakes are pretty high. I can't be at the end of the conversation, "Oh shoot, what was that person's name?" So it is really important to you. And there's some gimmicks and there's some tricks that you get into, but really it's just saying that's important.
Just paying attention is really the key, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Paying attention.
It's listening to what they have to say instead of being off in your own world.
Yeah, totally. And the best time, if you forget somebody's name, the best time to ask them what their name is right now. The moment you forget, it's never going to get easier. Have you ever been in a situation where you forget their name, and you're like, "Oh shoot, I forgot their name," so you're like, "Okay, bye, hey, have a great one, you," and then the next time you see them at another conference, you're like, "Oh, hey, you."
If you're in that situation, you have two options. You can just not say their name the whole time and just pretend like you make them think that you know, or you can try to remember and potentially call them the wrong name. Either way, you're totally screwed.
The best way is just to be I never forget names. I know that we met wherever, but for some reason it's just escaping me. What was your name? There's no better time than just right now. And Dale Carnegie wrote the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. He devoted an entire chapter to why names are so important to people, and it's the sweetest sound to anybody else is the sound of their own name. And so use it all the time. My dad's really big on that. It's something that he does in the business. And I used to be why does he use names so much? Every other sentence he's saying does that make sense, John? And then 30 seconds later he talks about John again. I'm that seems overkill, but to that person, it's never overkill.
I'm not telling people who are listening or watching to subscribe to pagan beliefs. However,
where do we go?
That's my preface to what I'm about to say. There's an old school pagan belief that when you have someone's name, you almost have control over it. So from a sales point of view, I find that critical. If you're trying to get someone to do what you want them to do, which is what sales is, right? I'm trying to sell you. I want you to do what I'm trying to tell you to do. I think saying, "Hey, Josh, what's going on? Josh, what do you think about this water bottle? Josh, it's only $1. Come on, Josh, you've got $1. It's all, I think, utilizing their name versus saying, "Hey, man, this is all a great deal." I feel like having their name creates a whole different content. So I'm a huge believer in that. Everything you just talked about right now.
I have a couple questions for you.
have a couple answers.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I know.
So you came in on day 2, on day 1 basically, right? Arrived about the middle of the day, came in about halfway through the day, saw some of the speakers. We're here for the full day 2. Talk about recap of the event. What would your recap be from Josh Lustig?
Yeah, definitely. I wish I had like a speaker lineup in front of me and I could talk about each person, but honestly, just the general overview for me is like, you don't get this kind of information just staying in your own little world. Like for me, like the exposure that you get at this kind of event, I view these events where there's lots of speakers as a huge advantage. There's multiple types of events, right? And when you have so many different perspectives, so many different people in different ways, like you can learn a direct mail strategy over here, you can learn a mindset hack over here, you can learn a social media strategy over here, a content strategy over here, an agency structure, how to, raise capital over here. Like there's just so much that you can learn from each person. I view it as like kind of like a environment where you just get sparks, a lot of them. But the biggest thing that I didn't give advice today on like going on the plane ride home, but I'll give it now, is like if you're at an event, on the plane ride home, give your recap of every speaker, go through all your notes, circle the top thing that you like from every speaker, and then narrow it down to one and only one thing that you're going to implement when you get home. Because the number one problem with events is you get so much good content. I mean, it's a good problem to have. But you get so much good content, you don't even know where to start when you go home. So it's like, hey, narrow it down. Are you working on sales? You working on getting your time back? You need to hire an admin? What do you need to do? You're working on marketing? And just do one thing and put all the other things on an idea list. So like, there's countless, I could be here all night just spouting off like, this speaker said this and all that. But I think just the overarching theme to me is just like how much knowledge is given in such a short amount of time. It's only 2 days.
Right. I think that's a great point. Like, the first time I ever heard that was from you. I can't remember which event, but I think I've repeated it several times to people because I think it's such great information. You don't have to implement 25 things. In fact, you probably shouldn't try to implement 25 things. It's probably not recommended. It's impossible. If you pick one thing, maybe 2, and try to implement those things, that is really all you need. You make a list of everything that you potentially learned, everything you want to implement into your business, and pick the most important thing. That's going to be the key. And I think that's just, there's so much wisdom in that.
Well, I mean, for example, like, I don't know how many people are watching this, but I don't feel like it's going to, 40,000 people, so I'll just speak freely. I think, for me, the one thing in 2020, I had 3 seminars lined up. It was the first seminars I'd ever do. I had 3 in-person Medicare 101 seminars lined up, and they were all full. I had 50 people going to each one. I was super pumped about it. And literally between the time of registration and the time I was supposed to do the seminars, COVID hit. It was like, March or something of 2020. And I was pretty devastated about it. Like, I was going to go from, this $150,000 income. I had it all planned out. I was going to do a seminar every single week. I was going to just crush it. I was going to grow my business by 50, med subs a month. I was going to do all that. And it crushed me. Because I was like, 150 registrations. I was like $8,000 into the deal. And that's kind of a lot of money for me to invest in marketing. And I went out on this limb, and then the world crushed it. And it actually turned out to be the biggest blessing I ever could have received because it turned me into the webinar model. And I was like, okay, well, if I can't do these seminars, how can I at least try to recoup something and do this like virtually?
Yep.
So I did those virtually, and then it took me on this path of like reinvesting hundreds of thousands of dollars into learning from marketers outside of our industry. How do you do webinars better? How does the psychology look like? How do you speak better? And it single-handedly raised my income by over $800,000 a year. That one thing. Like, you don't need 75 different acquisition strategies. Yeah. One thing can change your life. Like, to your point, pick one.
Absolutely. I think about what Becky Reel talked about on day 1. I don't know if you had a chance to see her, but Becky Reel really hammered in on pick your lane and stay in your lane and dominate your lane. And I think there's so much wisdom in that. I want to be respectful of your time because there's plenty of people you want to talk to, I'm sure, instead of us.
I love you guys, for the record.
We love you too.
Last question for you. what does Dare to Be Great mean to you?
Dare to be great. I like that. So I guess for me, just first thing that pops in my head is like so many people are scared to step out and do something because of multiple types of fear. Fear of embarrassment is a huge one. Like, I'm embarrassed about where I'm at because of these other successful people that are in the room. And I think that's garbage. I think it's garbage, and I never want to contribute to that. Like, when I see a successful person, I wish everyone was like, I'm inspired by that success, not like, oh gosh, I'm embarrassed because I'm only making X amount. You know what? The first seminar that I went to, the first conference I went to, I wasn't making a bunch of money, but I was just like excited to be great. And I saw these other people out here being great. And I'm like, dude, if they can do it, no offense to anybody else, but like, if they can do it,
100%.
I can do it too. It's like, just dare to be great.
I love that, 100%.
Go out there and do it.
I love that. I love that.
I do too.
Thank you for everything you do.
Yes, thank you for
coming.
coming.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
And I appreciate you. We both appreciate you.
I'll take it back.
No, you're good.
I appreciate you too. Thanks so much for everything you do for the industry, and just this is an awesome event. If you're watching this and you're not here, come here next year. Right? Come see us at Thrive in September, and then get your butt here next year. It's just fun to hang out with people like this. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Hey, Josh, thank you so much for coming on Taco Tuesday live. We're live on Facebook. We're live here. We've got an audience, guys. Thank you so much.
Josh Lustig!
Josh Lustig, everybody. I'm going to see if my virtual, I guess physical bartender, Zach, I'm trying to see if I can wave him down here. Zach, is there a chance I could get another old-fashioned, sir? There's three Zachs. They're all...
You want mine?
That's your drink, sir.
I gotta drive later. I'm good.
Well, then no drinking.
I do.
We need the Zach. Anyone need the Zach panel up here?
Zach panel?
The panel of Zachs?
The panel of
Is that
Zachs?
happening?
Get some chairs.
Gosh, we're getting
some chairs.
The Zach panel. Guys, we have a special
Miss.
Taco Tuesday treat coming up.
The Zach,
ruffians. The Zach Taco Tuesday panel.
I don't want to sit there.
Three Zach guys, come on.
All right. We got a low battery.
We got a low battery.
We got a low battery.
It's okay.
We might have to call it after this.
Yeah.
This might, this
Save
might
the best for last.
This is the Zach. We've spent the entire weekend going,
Yeah.
I know. Well, every time I said
there have been
there
have been a few times
We were all standing together.
over the course of this event, outside of what just transpired, where someone has said, Zach, and all three of your heads turned. Talk to me a little bit, Mr. Paskey, what that feels like.
you know, it makes you feel special. I feel so special to be included with these fine gentlemen.
It's an honor.
And
a privilege.
I feel more special than I do in my normal life because people want these guys more than they want me. So people are always calling.
We go by Zach Q.
You guys know that for most people, hearing their name is actually the favorite sound.
I've heard that before.
Christian, did you know that?
I've heard that before. I don't know where, but I've heard it before.
So the only thing we can say is that two of us are gingers. You know,
That's it.
exactly. So, you know, we were all together the night before the summit, playing some foosball and Uno that lasted for what felt like days. And we just decided to start going by our middle names. So I'm Robert,
Nathan,
Jake.
Robert Nathan Jake.
And then hold on. And then we were at the welcome party at 669, and the three of us sat at a table. We're like, let's just see if anybody figures this out.
So I have something to say. Great people simply solve problems. That's it. I want to hear from you, good sir.
No, we expected this. I mean,
Jake? Is that what this is?
Jake.
Robert.
Nathan.
yeah.
Jake, Robert, Nathan.
And we're both from Pennsylvania.
Right.
So
And
there's that too.
Wisco.
So we have a couple questions for you guys. Number one, I'm gonna have Jake start. And just pass the mic down, go one at a time.
Sure.
What was your impression?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. No, you're good to meet you. Good to meet you. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Talk a little bit about what your guys' impression of the past couple of days have been.
I mean, mildly confusing. Very educational. But I think collectively we had a blast. It's a pleasure to be here in a unit of 3. Menage a trois. It's been great.
He's got no questions for us. He's like, all right, this is how this is going to go. We'll just call it in.
Throw it on to Glenn.
So let's get to the core of it is. I love these 2 questions. We've been asking everybody that's come on Taco Tuesday Live these same 2 questions. The 2 questions are, what did you think of the Six Figure Medicare Agent Summit 2023? And what does Dare to Be Great mean to you? I'd love to hear from all of you.
All right, I'm going to take the first one.
Yeah, here, we'll go.
And you can take
We'll go Robert next.
Robert next.
Yeah.
Robert.
So,
Bob?
The really cool thing about this conference is we've had a lot of really unique, because a lot of us go to a lot of conferences. There's a lot of really unique training that happened here that hasn't happened anywhere else. And the conversations afterwards, the great thing about being here in person is you get to spend time with your friends and with people, and you're digesting ideas and drinks, and drinks help the ideas digest. And while you're going through that, you're processing these new concepts that you really don't get a lot of other places, and you're able to kind of move your business that much further, that much quicker.
Robbie Munger here, apparently. Robbie! Not Robert. That's my full name. There's Bob Brindle. No, I mean...
Bob Brindle's not here.
I do attend a lot of events, and each of them has their merits. People have asked me to compare them. I don't think there's a way you can do that.
It's like comparing LeBron and Michael Jordan.
Which people love to do. And I'm going to throw my guy in there, Kobe. Where's Andrew Leah? So, anyway, I look at this event as not only an intimate event where you can really get to know people. I've gotten a chance to connect people. Nicholas Frumpkins here, who was notoriously not into events. I connected him with Andrew Saxon from Reminder Media, and all of a sudden their best friends talking about going to every Philly sports event. And I'm like, aren't you glad you came now? Because that just happened. So, I mean, the connections you make beyond the industry are so important. There he is. So the connections you make beyond the industry are so important. Of course, we've got amazing vendors, we've got carrier reps. But every single time I go on, I don't learn just 1 or 2 things. I learn so many things you can take back to your business, but also when you're surrounding yourself with guys like Josh Lustig over there, and Greg Gerbikian, Lester Kahn, you take things back for your life, for your faith, for your friendships, your personal relationships. We do have this amazing family here that we like to get together a few times a year, talk Medicare, talk insurance, nerd out, talk leads. But the things you learn beyond that, relationships that you make, that's I hope someday we're all sitting around in like Boca Raton in our retirement community or the villages or something, and playing shuffleboard and pickleball and stuff, reminiscing on these good old days, right, guys?
The good old days.
Now, next year's going to be on an island, right? Next year's on an island.
Is Savannah an island?
Let's go fishing, baby.
The hotel is.
Yes.
The hotel's on an island. That can't go wrong. That can only be good. Yeah, freaking island. How can that be bad? That can't be bad. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, island.
2024, get your tickets now.
2024.
Get your tickets now.
2024, there's no chance of hurricane.
Yeah.
Islands do not have hurricane.
Not in June.
Not in June.
Not Georgia Islands.
That's why we don't have it in August.
Guys, we have about 15 minutes, so we have a hard stop. The Zach panel. Guys, give it up for the Zach panel.
Zach panel!
Taco Tuesday Live, everybody.
Thank you, you guys. So, I think we should finish up the show with a little bit of banter.
I would love that.
Because that's what people have been accustomed to.
That's what Taco Tuesday is all about.
That's what Taco Tuesday is all about. So
I love this. Okay, so, for those of you who are avid listeners, we've talked about...
Should we, real quick, finish your thought, but should we talk about the bets this weekend?
We'll talk about that, but what I wanted to say was, we've talked about doing a Taco Tuesday live before. Right, we've talked about doing an event for this. We've talked about doing just this before.
Why have we not?
Well, to me, this has solidified everything. This was so fun.
This was great.
Awesome. We did it. We did a Taco Tuesday live.
Yes.
Really live squared. We're double live.
Yeah.
I love it. Go ahead. Talk about the bets. I know you want to get to the bets, the NBA bets. It's a tradition now.
It is a tradition. So last year, I won a bet. I don't even remember how much.
It was the same amount.
Was it really?
It was the same amount.
Go me.
Christian Brindle.
So we made a bet on the NBA Finals. I bet on the Golden State Warriors tried and true championship experience.
Which, hindsight being 2020, betting against Steph Curry feels so silly, right?
Yes. You took Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Shaky.
Jason Tatum lost to the zombie Heat this year.
Yes. And what did I win, good sir? What did I win?
$300 in Lead Heroes insurance fees exclusive to you.
What should $300 of Lead Heroes insurance leads translate into in an ROI perspective? What should it be?
Yeah, so $300 in insurance leads at our retail cost, so we don't have a promotion or a sales going on. That's only about 10 leads. But you should be able to close 1 or 2 out of every 10 leads you buy from Lead Heroes. So that's still 1 or 2 clients. And not only is it $300 in insurance leads, it's really 1 or 2 clients, which if you are talking about the lifetime client value of a Medicare client, that's really $1,000 to $2,000 that you won from me.
Yes.
It's disgusting. I don't know if I can ever bet against you in a sports match ever again.
I very much appreciate you, especially because I won again this year.
The king, everybody. Christian Brindle. Don't bet against him, especially NBA. I tried to get him to bet hockey tonight, double or nothing. He would not take me on.
Christian Brindle does not know hockey. I feel like you took the heat strictly to get me to bet because I wouldn't bet against Denver. You just wanted to get me to bet.
Well,
I don't think you really thought they would win.
I'm a sucker for a home dog. So the Heat were +3 at home. So anytime there's a sports team at home and they're not favored to win, I'm a total sucker. I don't care what sport it is. I don't care what time of day or year it is. I'm a sucker for the home dog. That's my favorite. A home team, that's the underdog. Give it to me every day, all day. Twice on Sunday. I love it.
Twice on Sunday. I think it's getting close to time that we close this puppy out.
I agree. We're about 1 hour into the Taco Tuesday live with our audience, live on Facebook. Let's close this puppy up. Christian, final thoughts. Tell me what you think about tonight's episode of Taco Tuesday. What do you have for us?
I thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to do a live Taco Tuesday for a virtual audience, as well as everybody here in person.
Everybody
at the Taco Tuesday VIP party for the very important people.
Yes.
Everybody's important, but the people that are here are the most important. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved the event, by the way. I'm probably going to do a live stream from Hilton Head Island next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
And give my full recap of the event. And, I'll be at the pool. I'll make sure nobody's there so there's no little bastard splashing in the water. We'll edit that part out. but no, I love the event. I'm very appreciative to everybody that came, everybody that contributed, everybody that participated. And it was a great year, too, for the summit.
Great final thoughts. Christian, my final thoughts, guys. If you came to the summit this year, thank you so much
I can't even begin to tell you. This year's summit was somehow even a step up from last year's summit. Last year's summit, if you were there, great time, great audience, great speakers. Somehow this year exceeded last year, and I couldn't be more excited about next year, 2024, Savannah, Georgia. It looks like an amazing venue that Mr. Christian Brindle picked out. So just grateful for everybody who was a guest on tonight's live. Thank you so much if you were in the Congo line.
Oh my God!
I'm going to be talking about the Congo line for a long time.
The Congo line?
The Congo line.
We don't need more Congo.
Yeah, no more Congo, but we're just saying thank you. But yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Taco Tuesday live.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
If you're listening to this on the replay, subscribe, give us a 5-star review, tell us what you think.
Make sure to eat lots of tacos.
Eat lots of tacos and sell insurance in large volumes.
In large volume.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much.